my name is Kim, and I brought my son Wyatt to Dr. Adhd. He's 9 years old, and he was diagnosed with ADHD in first grade. And we don't medicate with pharmaceuticals, and so I've always been one to look for alternative solutions. And I think I saw somewhere something about neurofeedback somewhere online through like the moms, other parents with this similar situations, and how so many of them were having great results with the neurofeedback. And so I just thought I would look into it, and I didn't even realize there was somebody around here who even does it or knows about it, and then let alone a chiropractor. And then fast forward, once I see how it all like comes together, it's like I would say miraculous at this point. Really, our results so far have been that way. But from the very first appointment, I'm sure a lot of folks in our same situation or a little different, the children know when they're being analyzed or tested, or there's a clipboard and the therapist is writing notes, and then it's just really like an environment that the children don't thrive in. And I have to say that I'm a little bit protective over that sort of situation. So we've been saturated in this for many years now, and we've been through a lot of different vision therapies, therapists, all kinds of things we've tried. So at our first initial visit, my child didn't even know that he was being tested, and I almost cried several times just watching her with my child, because he is not just a number here, and she actually really, they all care about him. They welcome him by name, and myself when we get here, they always have big smiles. But that initial testing was, I just knew right away. I was definitely skeptical when I came in. I'm sure a lot of parents are in that same boat as well, because you just hear so much, and there's just so many, try this and this supplement and this and that, and you just get to the point of near exhaustion. But I still never wanted to help or stop fighting to help my son. And so this was sort of in my mind maybe the last result, but had someone told me this a long time ago, as the first, do this first, it could have saved me so much money and time and heartache and sleepless nights. And but yeah, she does like she'll play with them in their initial session, and the entire time she's watching what leg they kick with or what hand they pick this up with, and they're just giggling and laughing. My son was he had a blast at that appointment, and he loved her right away, and that's just not something that we're used to. Usually he just clams up and won't say anything, but she got a lot of information. What I really like is that these are measurable results. You can see it on paper. So for those of us who really want I want to know why. I mean, I give her a run for her money. I need to know how, why, what it means, what's that, it was a pretty long day for her, I'm sure, with all of my questions, but I think she's used to it. And anyways, nobody ever has rushed us or made us feel like we're taking too much time, because a lot of these children, they want to be climbing under the desk and being upside down in the chair, and she's always laughing. So anyways, moving forward, this really, like I said before, has been miraculous. And even after the very first treatment, she nudged me, Dr. Adhd, and she said, I gave him a brake pedal. And that was probably the best news I've ever heard, ever. And, like clockwork, everything she said that would happen did. And I've noticed amazing results. In fact, I even called the office the very next day. I had to let them know how I've already seen such amazing results, and it's just after one, and I'm just not the type who would have thought that could have happened like that. And so far we're into, I believe, our second or third week of treatments, and this makes me emotional too, but we're not the type of parents who are used to getting compliments on our child, and we're just getting compliments like crazy on just a lot of stuff, at how polite he is, what a sweet boy he is, and it's just not typical for us. And so we're just really finally able to enjoy our time with our son, and that, to the parents who understand what I'm talking about, that comfort is, or just being able to enjoy my child, it just helps on so many layers, the entire dynamics of the entire house, and my sanity, and he feels better about himself. He's getting positive attention now, no matter how much I was mindful of the negative attention. It just happens, but lately we've just been having a blast, and we're just really enjoying each other. My son and I are a lot closer. He's closer with his father as well, and we've just seen great results. And I really just recommend, and I can do an update. I really want to do an update at the end of our sessions as well, but really, if this is your last result, like how I felt like it was mine, or if this is something that you've been thinking about doing, or you just got your diagnosis, and it's not just ADHD, it's like everything on the spectrum. I remember she said she has kids who come in here who are banging their head up against the wall, and so many people have just had great results. I can't believe I didn't know about it sooner, but I really, really, really encourage you at least just to come in and talk to them. She knows what she's talking about, and she was also went through this with her own child so it's personal to her, and they're not treated like just a number. So really, you should come call them. Thank you.